but it turns out we did not come lower, and we did perfectly bounce, almost perfectly off of that support line, and we are on our way up, testing this this range of support. I'm sorry, resistance right here, and maybe we can break through this and test this line here at about $1.60 one more time. So I'm keeping an eye on that. If you were able to catch this trade, that's 14%. Put some leverage on that. Those are some decent gains. So if you guys are interested in seeing, learning how we could have spotted these moves before they happened and got in early, I will be talking about that on the stream today. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, Frankie_candles, and the YouTube channel is currently live, BitBoy Crypto Trading. I'm super pumped to start this with you guys.
Awesome. Ben,
Yeah.
you can hear, right, Ben?
Yep. Yeah, thanks, Ray, for joining us. I finally got on. I finally could
course.
hear you. Thanks. We'll see you after the stream. All right, and you show the screen here. Don't forget, you guys, to go subscribe to BitBoy Crypto Trading. You can get there. Just go to the channel and then scroll down to this awesome channels list. Make sure you subscribe to every single one of these channels. Got New Money Gang about to tick up to 46K, so good job, Justin, on that. NFT update, Hit Music. This is a new Upstart Music thing we got going on in the BitBoy Bits. This is a smaller, bite-sized clips. You guys may have seen the Joe Rogan clip, something similar. And then, of course, BitBoy Crypto Trading. So Frank will be live streaming today, so make sure you guys go check that out. And if you want to sign up for any trading, indicators or sites, you guys make sure to head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. We got all of these available for you here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Bear market truth. We do have a subreddit, guys, BitBoy Crypto. It's r/BitBoy Crypto. We're going to be covering some stuff from Reddit, pretty regularly from here on out, I believe. So you guys make sure you hit up our personal subreddit. But here's what I want to show you guys. I found this post here. A bear market is a real financial term. This guy says, some of you are so delusional. At least daily, I see someone saying some variation of, it hasn't dipped below X number or irrelevant support, so it's not a bear market. And then he says, no, a bear market is an actual financial term with an actual definition. And he gives us a little definition right here. And I said, is that real? So sure enough, I went over here to Google and plugged in bear market. Did you know bull market actually does not have a straightforward definition, which I thought is interesting. But a bear market does. It says when the market is down 20% for at least a 2-month period. And so that really seems to fit, right? If we're going by that definition, then certainly, we are in a bear market right now. But that means we were also in one over the summer. And there were also times, even earlier in the year, where you could have said we were down by more than 20%. We had several 20% dips as we went along. And you go back to the bull run in 2017, there were several 40% dips. So if that was the case, in the middle of 2017 bull run, you had several bear markets. And look, there are some, certainly some bearish things out there right now. We had this here. This is all from Crypto Quant. This is from Borrow Virtual. He's got a couple bearish things saying Bitcoin equals giant, but now it's not good. What he's saying is that now Bitcoin is owned by the institutions, and that is not good, and that's going to have a negative effect. That's kind of bearish at this point. Then we had this here from the same guy that says positions of the two biggest derivative market traders are down. And you look here at the institutional long positions, they peaked out back here in November, I think it was, or early December. They haven't trailed off dramatically. They're still much higher than they were earlier in the year. You look at the yellow line for people that are hedging, and it dropped pretty dramatically, as you guys can see here. But the institutions are really the ones to watch. This was probably just some, people closing some longs to open up some shorts for some short-term action. Then we got this guy, Kingstock Capital, says he thinks we're going to see a Bitcoin long squeeze here soon, which would be extremely bearish. But here's one thing. We've actually been in a bear market since Q1 of last year, but not what you think, not in terms of the price. We've actually been in a Bitcoin demand bear market. And will this spark the next Bitcoin price surge? I thought this was super fascinating here. It said that, let's see, where does it say Q1 here? Let me search for that. BTC has been in a bear market in terms of demand since Q1 2021, back when ARK Heat, our institutional fund from Kathy Woods, she argued alongside data from on-chain analytics, Glassnode. However, the supply side has been unusually tight for the sector, holding up price to a surprising degree, even touching slight new highs at one point since then. Dry kindling, no spark. So it's almost like we're seeing so much right now that is running counter to what the Bitcoin price is doing. And we're going to look at more of that. But here's the thing. If several of these things were to, some of these on-chain fundamental things we're going to be looking at, if they weren't coming together and you had the price action going down and you had a lot of on-chain metrics really bearish, then yeah, we would definitely be in a bear market. I would agree saying we're in a bear market 100%. Buckle up, is going to get really bad. I don't know if that's what we're seeing. Another thread here on Reddit says it's not even close to a bear market yet. You move on to the next. You shouldn't lose hope in the market. I thought this was really interesting. Comparing the May correction to the current one, okay? Over May to July, we got minus 55%. We've only been down 42% over the last 2 months. So why, when we're clearly still in a longer term, okay, until we break new lows, which, you know, you could argue we're still in an uptrend as long as we don't go below where we went in May. You can make that argument. We're still in a bull run. If we went below where we were in May, it's hard because now we got lower lows and lower highs. We got one higher high, then we'd have a lower low, and that would not be great. That would certainly mean, you know, we are in a bear market. But, you know, the reason why so many people think that we are is because of the traditional Bitcoin cycles. And look, I always said I was gonna go with history until it broke. That's how it broke. It's not gonna flow. It broke. It's broke. Bitcoin cycles, they're broke. Some people, there are many different theories which we're gonna get into later on the channel about some different things. Is it an extended cycle? Is it a, is it a version of the 2013, 2014 that we haven't seen before? Or are we just in microcycles? Are we in microcycles and we've been looking at it wrong the whole time? Quite possibly. So we'll be looking at that, but there's a lot of bearish stuff out there pointing that we maybe are bullish, excuse me, that we are still in a bull market. Here's one of them. A lot of stable coins are waiting on the sidelines to enter the market. Equals massive price show. The long and the short of it here is, you have to think of it like this. You've got the lowest amount of Bitcoin on exchanges that we've seen since, I think it was 2018 or 17. It's a long time. And we've got more stable coins than ever sitting on the side. What does that mean? That means that at some point, this is what he was talking about earlier when he said, it feels like it's been dry kindling with no spark. The kindling is there for Bitcoin. Everything is lined up perfect when it comes to the on-chain stuff. And that stuff matters. That stuff matters. So the fact that people have stable coins sitting on the sidelines at record volumes, that's a clue. That should tell you something. We have this one here, 3D price downfall and SS, our bottom correlation in a year. That's another thing that's really bullish. But here's what I want to show you. This is from Plan C. Never heard of Plan C. Then someone asked the Bitcoin devs if we can peg the Bitcoin price to the hash rate. Now, traditionally, when we see huge spikes in the hash rate, it's because we're seeing bullish price action, right? And you can see on the chart, when Bitcoin topped out, the hash rate was at its highest back here, back in over the summer or in May. Then it fell off like a cliff, right? Chinese mining ban, right? Chinese mining ban, which we got to see what happens with the United States and Russia over here. Maybe we'll see another fall. But notice, as the hash rate has increased, we've not seen any price increase. We pretty much have not seen any price increase since it has been peaking. We set a new all-time high. The price was not even close to a new all-time high. We were down about 15% of that, okay? So there's a great chance with this hash rate that we are seeing, everything in line and everything in order for that kindling to get that spark. And I'm really starting to believe that what's happening right now is they're really trying to lull you to sleep. They're trying to lull you to sleep in this market. And I can't explain from a macro sense how it would make sense if Bitcoin goes up. There's a theory going out there right now that we're actually seeing Bitcoin finally becoming that hedge. And we'll see the stock market collapse and the economy collapse and Bitcoin go up. Now, Mike McGlone says that. You can check out what he says about it. But, very interesting stuff. But the important thing is, remember that you're early here. Move on to the next thing. Remember that you're early. Is the crypto market undervalued? And I think that's something to really think when we talk about, just in Bitcoin, right? Is Bitcoin undervalued or overvalued?
I would say it's undervalued.
I think most people would say it's undervalued.
I mean, especially if you've been in the space long enough,
Absolutely. So, look at the stock market. It's $53 trillion in assets. We're around $2 trillion crypto. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as we move on to the next thing here I want to show. This tweet from Dan Tapiero. Massive generational wealth transfer beginning. A simple chart to explain. Institutions are stuck and late. Flood of liquidity coming in a digital asset ecosystem in search of yield and return. Fiat world devalues versus DAE. Now, look at this. Look at this. Traditional portfolios, this is what they look like. Bonds, 40%. Stocks, 60%. Well, what do millennial portfolios look like? 40% Bitcoin and crypto, stocks, 60%. Now, I don't know if this is an actual, I don't know if this is an actual chart. Okay? I don't know if these are real numbers.
I would say, to be honest with you, I would think it'd be the opposite. And we're seeing younger people invest more into crypto and Bitcoin than traditional. Now, obviously, the whole, the internet, power of the internet, GameStop, AMC, all that stuff, you're seeing a lot of younger people get involved. I would think that younger people are hip to more new technology, and that would be flipped, that you'd see more crypto than stocks. But that's just my thought.
100%. You think young people are interested in mutual funds? IRAs? No. 401ks? No. They don't care. They want crypto. They want money now.
I want to get rich now.
But think about, is it undervalued? Now think about this flippening. We're going to see a flippening in portfolios as millennials get older, and this is more evidence of how early you are right now. We are seeing this wave coming, and we're in front of it. You're all in front of this wave right now, and it's coming, and it's easy to see how this is going to happen, how the crypto market is going to take over the stock market. There is no question about it that this is going to happen.
How many years have you been saying that crypto will be the largest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity?
Since I was born.
Exactly.
Since 2017 for sure.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
No, it's just 2017. This ain't it forever. The biggest opportunity in the species of humankind. Think about that. Now, the internet was pretty good too. If you missed that one, this is your new chance. You got companies like Google getting ready to prepare for crypto payments. They hired a PayPal executive to head up crypto payments. You got Michael Saylor, who owns $5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and he said he's not going to sell it. And I believe him. I don't think he will. I do not think he will. Institutions, you can't trust them. I think Michael Saylor, his brand is Bitcoin. It would be bad for him overall, I think, to sell any. It would shake the confidence of Bitcoin, shake confidence in him. And I think he wants to be the crypto hero. He wants to be the Bitcoin guy, the savior on the hill. I think he wants to be. I'm not trying to be blasphemous, or I don't think he's trying to. I'm just saying, I think that's what he wants to be. And so he's not going to sell. So you look at these things like Google pursuing crypto, right? We know Amazon's next. We know Apple's starting to get into crypto. We've got Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy and Tesla owning so much Bitcoin. Is it possible that we've now seen a place in history for Bitcoin where we are going to see bear markets be a thing of the past? And when I say bear market, I mean the traditional 85% for Bitcoin. Are we setting new lows, new levels of support that Bitcoin cannot go below? Will it not ever go below 29K again? And I would say this. I would say the lack of a blow off top is extremely telling and extremely pivotal, okay? Because it means one of two things. Either we're still getting a blow off top, and it's in the future, whether it's this year, the end of this year, next year maybe, who knows? We're gonna be doing a lot of analysis trying to figure that out, okay? That's why you're in the Bit Squad, because that's what we do. We work hard. We're the hardest working channel in crypto. You guys know that. Number two, the other scenario is that maybe we just don't get as much volatility to either side, right? Maybe we don't get the gigantic blow-off tops. We don't get the gigantic plummets any longer. Now, 55% drop is pretty big. 42% drop is big. There's not an 85% drop. Now, the question is, when this compares to the overall, crypto cycles that we've always known, Bitcoin cycles, is this a new narrative that we're seeing? And I certainly think that it is. No matter what we're seeing right now, it's different than we've ever seen before. We've never seen this action, and even if you point to the lengthening cycles theory there, like we didn't go through these kinds of gigantic bear markets in the midst of those longer cycles. So no matter what, this is different. But one of the things that drives the bear market is the pain from the investors that got in at the blow off top. We don't have that. There's not the panic sellers right now. If you got in at 69K and it's at 42K, you lost some money, but it's nothing compared to if you bought at 20 and then the next month it was at 10.
Or even went down to 3.
100%, but I'm talking about in 1 month.
Oh, yeah.
In 1 month it went down to 10. So a 50% drop. So, all right, let's move on here. I meant to bring up this story too real quick. 61% of Americans may purchase crypto in 2022.
That's a big number. That's huge.
Yeah. This adds fuel to that argument about this transfer of wealth. It's coming. It's here. You guys, if you're watching this video, you have the opportunity to take advantage of this. You should not stare a gift horse in the face. Even if we do go lower from here, these are still good places to accumulate. You're still, 42% lower than you were at the peak. So, 42%. So that's a big gain if it just were to go back there. But you got to prepare yourself. You got to diversify. You got to have multiple strategies. And I think that is super important. Dollar cost average is a good way to cheat all of that. Just put the same amount in every single week or every single month. And then over time, it decreases the volatility. But there are ways you can make money in crypto, whether it's going up or down. And I want to know if this is something you guys want us to start covering a lot more, maybe in tutorials. This is a very interesting article here from Cointelegraph. Here's how traders capitalize on crypto market crashes and liquidations. You know those people that just market never seem to phase them? When the price goes down, they're still making money somewhere. Whether it was in this whether it was in this altcoin or whether it was in, staking or an NFT, they were always finding ways to make money, whether it was going up or down. And I thought that this was really interesting. In the Terra ecosystem, participants can borrow Terra, stablecoin, of the Terra blockchain from DeFi protocols such as Anchor to participate in high-yield liquidity pools, initial decentralized exchange offerings, or any other profitable trading activities involving UST. To borrow UST,
but only one
participants need to deposit bonded assets, which is BETH or BLUNA, as collateral to Anchor. Maximum amount each wallet can borrow is 60%. Others, have different maximum LTVs. That's loan to value ratio, I believe. In a bull market where Ether and Luna prices are on the rise, LTV continues to decrease and no collateral is at risk. When the price of Ether or Luna goes down, the collateral value decreases, and if the LTV exceeds 60%, a liquidation event is triggered. This alerts Anchor to sell the proportion of the collateral that exceeds the maximum LTV at a discounted fire sale price on Kajura Orca. This is where potential buyers on the other side of the trade can buy the collateral at a discount. Now, here's my question. Here's my question to all of you. Did that make your head swim?
Yeah.
Did that make your head swim? That's why people are making money with it in your You have to be willing to take this bull by the horns at this point. And we are going to be, like I've been telling you guys since the end of December, we're making a lot of changes on the channel. A lot of changes. One of these changes we want to make is we want to be showing you guys how to take advantage of these complicated things. One of the reasons why our channel grew more than any other in the bull run was because we simplify things. We're regular people here. I'm just a regular guy. I like hot wings. Coach my kids' baseball team. Go to church. Just a regular guy. Tech is not my thing. I'm not a nerd. I don't know anything about, computer. I couldn't fix a computer if it was broken. Wouldn't have a shot at it. But we've managed to find a way to do it all and make money with crypto, in spite of the fact that this isn't my background. We've been able to explain things to people more simply than any other channel has been able to. And that's why we're the mainstream channel, and most people who come to crypto come through us.
Darn right.
Darn right. And BitSquad's the greatest community in the history of crypto and will remain so. And what we want to do at this point is we are ready. Look, 70% of people that came in crypto came in 2021. You are ready to graduate. You are ready to graduate to the next level in crypto. We're going to take you from beginner to intermediate, and we're going to start having more intermediate tutorials and make them as simple as possible and show you guys exercises on how to do these complicated DeFi actions that you need to be able to do to make money, whether the market is going up or going down, right? The yield farming, it's great. It can be extremely dangerous if you're earning depreciating assets, right? But there are some other ways you can still make money even when the assets are depreciating. So we're going to show you guys a lot of that stuff. It won't be this week, probably won't be next week. We're going to be working on some stuff coming up in the probably around February. We're going to be doing more tutorials and showing you guys, maybe even on the stream, we can show you guys how to do some of this stuff. So Pluto Alliance in the house. What's up? Yeah, imagine, we need some more mods.
That's a good idea.
We need some more mods. We got to figure out who we can make. We need more. I don't know. So if you're interested in being a mod, let us know. All right. So moving on here, we got this big story. Facebook and Instagram are reportedly exploring plans to make, showcase, and sell NFTs. Get your grandma her own Bored Ape.
I don't know. It's great for the space, but I just don't know. I don't want to be
About what?
Just Facebook and Instagram and all these companies getting into the space. And everything.
Oh, hey, let's stand up. Let's not use these crappy platforms that are coming out. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, let's use the decentralized stuff. Let's use the decentralized stuff. Let's not use this.
The
We're
problem
going
is
to talk
it's
about it because it's good for price. It's good for pushing things forward. But we're not going to use this stuff. You know?
Right. Okay. I like it.
Yeah. So that's our stand. That's our stand. So, let's see. They're planning to let users create, showcase, and sell NFTs on Facebook and Instagram. Is at the early stage, and it could change. You know what's interesting is, you didn't see this kind of development in crypto. Add some of those people as mods. But you didn't see this kind of stuff in crypto in 2018 when things were going down. Everybody was running away from crypto, right? But now, even though crypto's going down, you're seeing people running to NFTs. And I think it's absolutely huge. This is all part of plans to integrate this into their Facebook and Instagram profiles. So think about this. We've been seeing people on Twitter using their making their Bored Apes. We put our Pluto Alliance at some point as their profile picture, but it's not the actual NFT. You can only screenshot and put it in there, which means anybody else can screenshot it and put it in. But what if you could actually put your NFT as your profile? And I would tell you what's coming next from this with them. It's going to be galleries, an NFT gallery where you're able to display all your NFTs on your social profiles. Now,
Can I ask you a question?
yeah, you can. You just did. That's one question. You got another one?
I got one more for you. What do you think is the safety and security measure with all of this, and especially if you're putting in a gallery, say you got a Bored Ape, say you got a Punk, all this stuff. I mean, you don't tell people the crypto that you have. You don't tell people the holdings. But if you've got all these high dollar value NFTs and you're showing to the world, hey, this is what I got, what's the difference between saying I got 20 grand?
Look, we're not scared to talk about what we're doing, you know. Now, we live in a part of the country where we feel very safe, and we have ways in protecting ourselves here. So I definitely don't want to come in my window in the middle of the night. It's not gonna end well for you. People are gonna think some fireworks going off. But what I'll tell you is this: is that there are other parts of the country that there have been things, there have been other things that have occurred. But the issue is how do you have access to it? I don't even have access to crypto. If somebody came and forced me to give them crypto, I literally don't have any to give. I literally have zero. We own everything corporately. You'd have to come up here and bring 3 people at one time. So I don't think that's going to be happening. But I think you do have to be smart. Use common sense. But look, here's a great example. Here's a great example. You know, what about people driving nice cars? You drive a nice car, people know you got money. You know? So I think that is certainly something to take in consideration. I don't think you necessarily have to hide everything. I just think the world's a lot safer place than people make it out.
All right, good.
You
Good
know?
point. I like that.
So, yeah, somebody said win Rambo. Yeah, damn right. Where I'm tied a bandana around my head.
I like it. Get that face painting.
Yeah, so we got Lindsay Lohan getting into NFTs. Well, she's already kind of been in NFTs, but she's offering experiential NFTs on Super Fandom. And I want to know from the chat, what experience do you want with your Lindsay Lohan NFT? What do you think, Justin?
Meet and greet, of course.
What?
Meet and greet.
Meet and greet. Meet and greet. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. I'm trying to think of what else you would do with it. I don't know. Maybe share jail stories?
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
it'd be fun.
That'd be cool. Maybe, maybe you could get her to reenact some of her lines from Mean Girls. I mean, Mean Girls obviously the best Lindsay Lohan movie, correct?
100%.
I mean, none of you. I mean, do you even know another one?
I honestly don't even know another thing that she's in.
Yeah. That guy, Will Charles, that's pretty funny. Didn't even make it through the filter, but it's pretty funny. So he said Lindsay Lohan now or 10 years ago? Somebody said a rug pull. That's pretty funny. Snortable NFTs. These are pretty funny.
I love the Bit Squad. Y'all are awesome.
So he said foot pics. She's offering Zoom calls. Okay, she's offering Zoom calls.
Do you think that she'll do the cameo? Like the
Oh, she does. Yeah, didn't she do it? Where she talked about Bitcoin going to the moon or something one time?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and then with the Island Boys.
Yeah, you get the Island Boys. I will never do camp. I'm not gonna do camp. Maybe at some point, like I would offer that for free for people, but I'm not gonna charge for people to have me say hello to folks. That's crazy, I think. So I'm not gonna be doing that. This is my message to the Bitcoin. I love you. I love you dearly.
There you go.
We also have Tom Brady's platform, Autograph, raising $170 million to scale operations. So this is one to continue to watch. Bucks and Rams, who you got this weekend? Who's winning?
I hate, but you gotta go Bucks, man. He doesn't.
Gotta go Bucks.
He shows up for the Bucks. He shows up.
Yeah, I think we're staring dead in the face of. Well, 49ers could beat the Packers because actually the weather up there does suit their game. They got some injuries though, so I do think ultimately it will be the Packers and the Bucks. And I don't know who I'm going to pick in that one yet. Other side, I'm Titans and Bills. I think those are going to be.
As a Bears fan, I gotta root against.
Yeah. Well, I used to hate Aaron Rodgers, but this year maybe
He's awesome.
maybe I've turned on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Russia's central bank demands complete crypto ban. The regulation for crypto from the Federal Department of several countries have tightened. As an added country to their list of revised regulations, Russia's now joined as the central bank demands a crypto ban. According to the report revealed on Thursday, the Central Bank of Russia claims the country must ban crypto. The report states trading, mining, and use of crypto are illegal activities. It's volatile and risky. Banning crypto mining is the optimal solution to what they think they're going to do. So we could see a Russian, crypto mining ban. I'm not sure where Russia stacks in the list of mining countries. I'm sure they're, up there pretty high, to be honest with you. But we do know the way that this affects. Somebody knew I talked about a jar.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'd buy it.
But we saw China already do this, and now we're seeing Russia positioning itself to potentially do the same thing. And it's very disappointing, that they would be pursuing this action. But you got to ask the question why. This is what you always have to do. You have to step back and ask the question why. Why would they be doing this? Are they going to follow a similar path to China, or are they going to use their own CBDC? Or, hold on, are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for some collusion? Here we go. What if Russia makes the digital yuan?
Come on now. There's no way that you could drop something like that.
Just saying, China and Russia, they hate us. They work together. China and Russia work together. Do not be confused about this. Now, Russia still does its own thing. There's a lot of cooperation between those two regimes. And,
Do they do any import-export between their different economies?
For sure. They border each other. You know that?
I didn't.
Yeah. Well, West or Eastern Russia is, basically China. So there's a lot of crossover there. So I don't know. Look. The enemy of my friend is my enemy. Right? The enemy of my friend is my enemy. The friend of my enemy is my friend. Right? So the point here is this: is that they both have a common enemy. It's us. We're the common enemy. Our economy is the common enemy. And if the only way they think they can take the U.S. dollar down is to work together, then don't be fooled. They would do it in a heartbeat. Of course, who knows how it will end up working out for them. They'll probably bicker. It reminds me of Roger Beer and Craig Wright trying to work together. But we'll see what happens. And, it's very interesting stuff going on. But it reminds me of this. In 2004, there were campaigns to ban Linux, of all things. It was painted as an urgent threat to national security. They got some tweets in here, or some comments here, from Steve Ballmer, the current, owner of the Clippers and the CEO of Microsoft, claiming Linux is communism. A year later, he said, Linux is cancer. Now, if you didn't know, 95% of Fortune 500 companies use Linux as their operating system. It's a corporate enterprise operating system. Finally, 15 years later, he says he loves Linux. This is what we see from him. When something is a threat to us or our way of lives or our country or our business, we come out against those things with lies. Absolute lies. Propaganda. It's all propaganda. That's really what it is. That was Microsoft putting out propaganda about Linux. But ultimately, it won, and they had to learn how to live with it. This is the new economy that we are heading for with Bitcoin. All of these countries, you see the turn. The turn has occurred. At first, it was, they weren't paying attention to Bitcoin. They didn't care about crypto. And all of a sudden, it was on their radar. And they tried to crush it, realized they couldn't. Now they're trying to hold the horses in the stable long enough to be able to create some kind of diversion or plan to keep their control and keep their power. The horse is out of the stable. It's just a matter of time before it crosses that finish line. Finishes.
That got me excited.
Man, I am excited right now. I told you I woke up today different. I'm ready. We're moving forward in this new market cycle, whatever it is. We're moving forward.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like your. I like what you got going on today. You got some charisma. You got Ben's back.
It's back. It's been a sad few weeks, It's you know what it is. It's when you don't know where to go, you just don't know where crypto is heading to. Your deal. It's a little bit of stages of grief. Like, I thought I knew where it was going for sure.
Well, the technicals haven't changed, so what happened?
You know what I mean? So, I thought I knew where we were headed to. I was very confident, overconfident apparently. We didn't get there. We didn't go there. So now I've just been stuck for the last month trying to figure out where are things going. And so, it's time to dig in and do the same thing we did at the beginning of this bull market, pushed us ahead of everybody else. And it's to do more research and provide better value than every other channel that exists out there. And that's what we're going to do. And so if you want that value, you're in the right place. It's always free here at Bitboy Crypto.
I love that, man. To be perfectly honest with you, even for New Money Gang, I've been reading white papers for the last couple of weeks, trying to find, good projects, opportunities, all these things. It feels good to be back.
It does. It feels good. It's a new day. It's a new day.
There we go.
All right, Cardano. Here's a Cardano roadmap. Oh, it's pretty funny. Cardano is just a white paper, 2017. Scratch that. Cardano is vaporware, 2017. Scratch that. Cardano doesn't even have light wallets. Scratch that. Cardano is centralized. This is all the FUD over and over again. Cardano cannot support NFTs. No one is developing on Cardano. What happened to their plan to sign contracts with governments? Cardano has no smart contracts. Cardano can only do one swap per block. Cardano doesn't even have a DEX. No, I meant a proper DEX, not Muesli swap. Cardano cannot scale. This is where we're at in the Cardano. I told you over and over again, people that FUD Cardano, people that say that Cardano is not going to succeed, it is pure FUD. They're trying to hold the price back. This is what you have to remember. If you're in the ADA gang, when people come out and they're saying stuff like this, you should take that personally. Because they want you to lose money. These people that say this stuff, they want Cardano holders to be broke, to be sad, to be in despair, and to be crying. That's what they want. They want to crush your hopes and your dreams. We know what's happening to the Cardano price. It's definitely back on an upswing. But the institutions have been pushing the price down quite a while. They're very frustrated because they can't get the Cardano holders to sell. You can't get the long-term Cardano holders to sell. They prefer to stake, make that money, because they already understand you can make money whether it goes up or down. So just remember, we've seen this all before with Cardano. With XRP, is it going to pull a 180? Is Ripple bulls come out of the woodwork? Price lacks volatility as it trades close to a crucial support level. While a major reason for this is its correlation with Bitcoin, a part of it also arises from the lack of interest among investors. There's a good chance Ripple could see a brief uptrend, pushes it toward the immediate resistance barrier. Is it preparing for a new rally? Maybe you guys ask Frankie Candles over on BitBoy Crypto Trading. He will show you. Maybe he'll do some TA. Go ask him on the live stream right after this. Do some TA on XRP. SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Today's XRP isn't 2013's token. Pacer Utility has just initiated a new chapter as XRP moves into the wider blockchain universe used according to the wishes of its holders. Everything that was wrong with it, everything that people had problems with, over time, those are going to be going away. We're seeing more decentralization coming to the Ripple network. We're seeing DeFi through the Flare network. We're seeing Ripple as a company pushing further than ever in spite of the lawsuit. Once this breaks, the dam is going to be broken.
100%.
And man, I'm excited. We got Binance putting the wraps, XRP on their site. So we got a lot of stuff with XRP. There's no way they lose this lawsuit. There's just literally no. Secret Network offering $400 million in funding to bring others in on the Secret. With this funding, Secret Network and its partners aim to scale privacy first, decentralized applications to global adoption by millions of users. Said Tor Blair, the founder of Secret Foundation. Secret Network is offering $400 million in funding to grow its privacy-oriented ecosystem, expand user adoption. It was up a little bit. I don't think it was up that much. Let's check out Secret real quick. Let's see. Actually, kind of dead even. Okay, down 0.0%. Why wouldn't they just make it green if it's 0.0%?
Right. Why make it a negative?
Why don't they just have a white? Just a different yeah, you look at the price chart. If you go to the 108 days, you can see it is. Look,
That looks juicy.
it does look juicy. It looks like it's getting ready to challenge all-time highs very soon. You can kind of see like about this resistance level somewhere around $9.50. It hit, it bounced back down. I mean, that's a good-looking chart. Good-looking chart. You got so many of these charts that look like they're preparing for another leg up, which is good stuff. Last but not least, Crypto.com shares details on security breach. 483 accounts were compromised, $33.8 million in crypto assets following a security breach. Crypto.com is a partner of the channel, but they halted withdrawals after detecting suspicious activities. Got 4,800 ETH, 443 BTC, $66,000 in other currencies were taken out of accounts without permission. Crypto.com users making claims their money have been stolen. However, the company's response failed to quell concerns. Let's see here. Exchange proceeded halting by removing a pay token. The safeguard is happening again. Crypto.com claims to have added an additional layer of protection. That is good stuff. Users will receive notifications that withdrawal addresses have been added. So that's good. It's a great lesson. We are continuously strengthening our infrastructure. That is from the CEO. Well, here's what I would. Where on here does it say they're going to give the money back? Did you see that in there?
I did read some other articles
Did they would do that?
where they said that they would, all user funds are safe, or that this hack did not impact the company treasury. Like they're doing so well that this is like a dust.
Definitely.
But I haven't seen anything about getting.
No.
I'm sure they're not. I mean, it's their fault. So I'm sure they're not going to let users. Exchanges, credible exchanges, it's not the user's fault. Generally, they do put the money back in. We've seen it from Binance, Safely Fund. We've seen it from KuCoin. We've seen it from, those are the ones that just come to my mind right off off the bat. There were some smaller, sketchier ones back in 2017 that got hacked and didn't give the funds back. But your newer exchange, your more reputable exchanges, they always tend to, they want their customers. They know what. Can you imagine what bad things used to be for Crypto.com if they didn't do that? They have no choice but to do it. So we like Crypto.com. I'm sure that they probably are already doing the right thing, and we just don't have an article up here. But yeah, I'm sure that they will do that. So, all right, guys, that is all we got for today's show. It's a great show. We're gonna have a great show tomorrow, and really excited about where crypto is heading to. Man, really looking at some of this on-chain stuff. It got me excited today. I hope you're excited for crypto. That's all I got, people.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. This is Around the Blockchain, and if you like making money,
I don't know what's going on here anymore. Why go? Move! It's necessary. no. She fucking took you over there? Jesus Christ. She's gonna flush it out though. I don't know if we're gonna make it all alive.
about Pavia, I just answered that. In fact, you should watch my video from last night if you missed it. Sunday Swap will be launched and millionaires will be made. Millionaires were already made through Cardano. About Sunday Swap, let's see. I just talked about them. This will be very important, but the liquidity pool is already opened. Over 10 million ADA already in there, right? So they're on the right track right now. They're on the right track.
Hey, Bonton. Thanks.
Cornucopia.
I don't know.
Someone
just
asked about
keep
it
running into
before.
an error.
Not too familiar.
This one,
I have
let
to
me
do
choose
more
the
research
options
into it.
for broadcast.
Edmund
But I'm
Coleman,
doing all right,
appreciate
my guy. How
that.
about yourself?
With Avalanche hurting, move some money to ADA with Sunday Swap Live. No, Doug. First of all, Avalanche is not hurting. And second of all, you don't want to play that game. You don't want to be jumping on a different project, trying to like catch the wave. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it doesn't. If you like ADA and you think Sunday Swap is going to do big things for it, well, you can put some money in there. But the way you're trying to chase, that's not the right move. And I told you guys, I told you about Sunday Swap and Avalanche, Cardano, for well over a week now. Could have made that move then, right? So, I don't know. I just think like when you're chasing like that, it normally doesn't lead to good things. It's good to be diversified though. So if you want to add a little Cardano to your portfolio, right? I think that's not a bad idea. But if you're trying to sell off everything to get into another, that's usually leads to bad things. Let's see here. Do you think Atom could make the top 10 soon? The way they're going, sure, but they still need more. They need more than what they have. They have such a big ecosystem, and Terra's involved. Binance Smart Chain should be involved, but they're not involved yet. But they have such a large ecosystem. As long as they get that IBC going and have more communication between the chains and more liquidity, they definitely should. But right now, it seems like there's only one major that's Osmosis. There's another one that's still in beta. They need more. Definitely looking to hold both Mana and Dala, just trying to get an extra price. It's a good time to stack Matic long term. Yes, we believe so. Astos making a comeback. Not that I've heard of. Jeremy, I just did a whole video on Sin City yesterday, so check it out. Just last night. Welcome. What happened with Theta? Well, actually, I just covered that. And they're coming out with another token. A third token to power their NFT initiative and decentralized storage. Quite interesting. I still don't know the relationship between the two, but that's what they're looking at. DeFi chain. I've looked at DeFi chain before. At what chain? I have looked at them before. Native, decentralized finance for Bitcoin. Fury, the best of proof of stake was yeah, this is very similar at a high level.
No way. I don't even know my deliverance. I keep ruining it.
Following conversation with Talib of the white paper that launched Ethereum and Ether. I'm just gonna do what I need to do.
Don Lemon on his show last night had some interesting words for you idiots out there who think that you can go off and do your own independent research. How dare you think that you could research things on your own private company? Not let us jump to tell you
Ugh.
Just enough time. Just enough time. Mandatory nut. The mandatory nut. Oh wait, Windows. Windows G? Or that's right. That's not pressing. Let me do it right now. This girl's about to be fucking done. Mandatory. I'll be right there, please. No, I fucked up. thought I disarmed that.
Yeah. 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 Ah! Ah!
Leave the door open. Mom just left.
Okay.
I'm just gonna finish cleaning up and then I'll get ready so we can go, okay?
Right. And I'm just about finished up.
Yeah, okay. Leave the door open so he can walk around while we're gone.
Okay. Fucking genius. We busted this shit. Oh no, we haven't busted it. Cow, baby cow. Go on, baby, run. Yeah, run that ass. Run that ass. Let's go. Let's go. damn.